talking about get some respect around this mug.
We got Reggie Haynes on the line. He's joining us tonight. Longtime friends of the 110 Nation. Longtime friends with myself. Reggie, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Mr. CJ?
I cannot complain. It has been a long time since we've held a conversation. I know that we've been trying to get you on the show, or you've been trying to get on. I think both things have been going on. We've been trying to get you on the show. You've been trying to get on the show, but one thing or another, if it be the Daytona being rain delayed, the Super Bowl, whatever the cause, the issue may be, we've managed to miss past, but we finally got you on. I've seen your face, or not your Facebook, your YouTube videos. I see you got a lot going on. I'm gonna let you plug what you got going on. Your Twitter, the football stuff. If you still got that going on, so I want to know if you're still in that or not. And also your new ventures that you're in. Go ahead and plug all that for us.
Oh yes, sir. Well, first, man, I gotta give thanks to God, man. Without him, I wouldn't be here. None of us would, man. And I mean, with him, man, all these things, these new projects that I'm doing wouldn't be possible. So I got to give thanks to him first and foremost. The new things that I've done, man. Last time since I talked to you, Mr. TJ, I was a young kid, getting into the blog talk radio field. Now, the first thing I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm a part of, it has something to do with blog talk radio. It's a show that I told Mr. CJ about a long time ago, and I really wasn't serious about it. I was kind of timid about it. It was a web series which is coming out next month. We start releasing episodes next month, and the name of the web series is called Road to Publicity. The web series is based upon a young kid just graduated from college. He lives with his girlfriend. Things are going bad for him. He's under a radio network that they paid him well when he first started because he had some big name guests on there. Well, years down the road, his numbers started declining, and the blog talk radio manager or CEO or whatever you call him, threatens to kick him off the show if his ratings don't get any higher. Down the line, he meets some famous guys, get him on the show, and his ratings start increasing. And now Reggie gets his mentality that, instead of being under a network like this, why not try to make my own network and put blog talk radio more on the map? And it's dealing with that. In between there, he meets some, musicians, some well-known actors, comedians, all types of people, And along that, I put my other image in there, my alter ego, Young Reggie, which is my music name, my stage name. And when I last saw the business teacher, I don't think he knew I was into music, but I finally got into music. I enjoyed making music for so long. I started doing interviews and everything like that. So I actually, try to put myself on the map as far as possible. And later down the road, I met some music producers, and they told me that image is everything. So what I started doing from now on, I wouldn't release a song until a video was posted about it. So every song that I have out there, it has a video with it. I don't care what song it is. 90% of my songs have a video along with it. And that's when I got my image out there, and a lot of people know me. Like, they stop me when I'm working, or they stop me in the street and say, hey, man, you're that kid from that Leave Me Alone video. So I'll say, yeah, that's me. It's a remix of Mary J. Blige's and Drake's, Mr. Wrong song. And ever since then, I started making out new videos, and my views have started increasing on YouTube, so I'm really blessed with that. But my main venues right now are, acting, producing this web series, also with my music. And besides that, Town Beef, Texas, which is a league that I started out with, we're pushing that a lot, and we start the season out. So I've been working out with that also. So we're coming out with that soon. And I think we have a showcase in New Jersey in late June, and we start our season here in Texas in July. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm no longer commissioner, Mr. CJ. I handed that over to my man Horace. He's in Palestine. I know with all this stuff going on, I couldn't, cope with dealing with all the rigors and the stress of Town Beach, Texas. So I had to, isolate myself to, more simple things. And I think with this acting and producing and my music, I think that's the best way to go. So I stepped down from commissioner, but I still am a player, and I hope to, do really big things, on and off the field as far as, acting, my music, and football goes.
Now, speaking of the football,
Yes, sir.
I know that over the times that I've known you, a lot of things are going on. We've had, teams kind of fall apart and then new teams form, and you've had different situations. How is the 2014 season looking? Are we looking strong?
Well,
and plenty of teams, players, and all that?
Yeah, we're looking real strong, man. We recently, this past year, we ended off with about 3 or 4 teams. My team that I played for, we went on like a 5-game winning streak, and that's including the championship game. We beat the Palestine Vipers. I think it was 47-0, something like that. And, we came out on top. At the end of that game, man, I must say, you were talking to me. We were having phone conversations and texting, with each other. During that season, I felt like, it was a waste of time, but at the same time, it just didn't feel right. So, while I'm playing in this game, I had, I think, 2 touchdowns that game. And while I'm playing in this game, I'm just thinking to myself, man, you know what? I just want next year to be better, and I think it'll be better if I'll step down and let somebody else or let a few more other people, take over this league. And it wasn't just that, oh, man, let me throw all the pressure on this guy. It was just because I think that I made this stepping stone for Town Beach, Texas, as far as the media, the news, the videos, the interviews, all that looked nice. And now I think it puts somebody else in a great position to take over and fill in the missing holes that this league has so far. But to jump back onto your question, I mean, everything is going good, man. After that championship game, I gave the game ball to the Palestine Vipers star players John and Horace, and also I gave my championship medal to the head coach of the team because I told them guys, you guys are the most committed guys that's ever came in Town Beach, Texas. So that's why I'm giving you guys the game ball, and you guys are the real champions. So I gave the head coach the medal. And now I look into next season to where it won't be so much pressure on me now. I'm most likely going to play quarterback. I'm going to play wide receiver, positions where I know I'm comfortable at. And now, since everything is all lined up, the teams are getting organized, everybody's looking good and official, I think it's going to be a much better season for me this year. And I'm not, I don't toot my own horn, Mr. CJ, but that's bad news for the teams that's going to be playing against me. So, I mean, with all that pressure and stuff like that, I think that was one of the reasons that I didn't play so well. Even though everybody said I had like an MVP type season, I think I could be, more efficient in my playing style with a lot less pressure on my back. So
it was a little bit longer for the commercial, but it was a cool video, and I really like to be able to do things like that for myself because I thought it was really cool how you put that together. You still is the energy drink still on board with you guys?
Yeah, yes, sir. Actually, after the commercial, I sent it to them. They're some pretty busy guys, but I sent it to them, and they called me back, and they were like, man, like, how did you put that all together? And a lot of people don't know this, Mr. CJ, but honestly, I don't toot my own horn, but honestly, before that night, I rehearsed with my co-star, Christian, for the Road to Publicity skit. Went home, or it was like 12 o'clock. Went home, didn't go to sleep. Woke up I didn't go to sleep, so I left and started filming at 5 o'clock. I did some scenes, shot some films with me in the house, getting ready. Shot the whole commercial by myself. And got back home around like 7, from the high school where I filmed it at. Got back home around like 7 a.m. Edited the video. It was done about like 9 o'clock. Posted it, sent it to everybody. Went to sleep around like 10-ish or so. Woke up and everybody was just going crazy about it. So, that commercial turned a lot of heads, and that's what my main goal was because I've been preaching about that. When I had my radio show, I was like, man, I gotta make a commercial, and I wrote that script 2 years ago. So now I know that it's for real and that people are seeing that, man, if Reggie could do that, what more can he do with this league? You know what I'm saying? So you put me behind the camera, man, you put me behind the computer, I can make some things happen, man, but also I put the work out there as well, man, with the commercials and stuff like that. And, yeah, man, we're still with Blue Flame Energy Drink. We're also with Liquid Nitro, and, we're with $20 Snapback. So, those are some great sponsors for us, man, and, we're always open to pick up other ones. But me personally, whenever somebody jumps on board to sponsor me, I make it my best effort. I don't care if they're giving me a quarter. I'm making my best effort they put their name with Reggie Haynes, Young Reggie, Ortown Beach, Texas, I'm gonna make it known that the world knows who they are by shooting well known and well shot commercials like the one I did for Blue Flame.
Now, one of the videos I saw, you had a guy on there. I'm not sure exactly who it was. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. It's been a week or two since you released that video. But it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was somewhat of a big name, and he competed in something or was on American Idol or something, if I remember reading correctly.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about Fong Vu. Yeah, Fong Vu from American Idol. Yeah, I had him on that.
How did all that happen and come about, and how did you get him to go ahead and come on your video?
Well, the thing about it, Mr. CJ, the thing about me, man, I bug people. You see my tweets, man. I tweet everybody. I tweet them over and over and over again until they like, all right, man, you know what? I'm tired of this guy bugging me. Let me see what he's about. I shoot them an idea, man, and the worst in life, you got to be prepared for rejection. You have to be prepared for rejection. So in life, in these situations, I went up to these guys ready to get rejected. I was ready to get rejected. And if they rejected me, a few months later, I'll try again, shoot them with a better idea. Because a lot of people don't succeed because they always feel like, man, once they reject it once, they can't go back and try again. The thing in life, you got to, when somebody knocks you down, you got to get right back up, and you got to go out there and try again. So with these guys, especially with Fong Vu, he found me on Twitter. Me and him have been friends for almost a year now. And I've been telling him about this web series, and I told him, I was like, hey, man, I got this web series, I got this script. What do you think about it? Sent him the script. He fell in love with it. We started shooting promos. I started off doing promos by myself, featuring my alter ego, Young Reggie. And that was basically me being on camera, live on camera, doing things, editing the video, of course, but live on camera practicing my acting role, because in this web series, I'm playing a serious actor. I mean, in this series, you're going to see me break down and cry, and you're going to see me, strong-minded to where I do whatever it takes to get my name on the map and help these people out who need help. In this series, man, I asked a lot of people for help. I asked comedians for help. Comedian Ken Boy, he works along with Chris Rock's brother. I asked, Mercedes Young, she's a well-known actor in L.A. I asked, a lot of other people. Julian Works, he's a well-known actor. He's played on some shows, a lot of good shows. He played in the Paranormal Activity 5, actually. So, I asked all these guys, and they're on board with it. And the best thing to do, man, is just go up to them and ask them. Don't be afraid, because my thing is, I have an aunt and my mom and my grandma. They always told me, everybody is human just like you. So when people always go crazy off of these celebrities and stuff like that, I look at them as, you know what? They have a big fan base. In order to get my fan base up, I don't mind ask them to help me out with something. Have a little cameo in my video or do something like that. With that, man, you get their fan base along with yours, then you'll be good. I mean, I'm not just trying to become a celebrity or nothing. I'm trying to get my name out there so I can put the positivity in my music and in my skits and all the things that I do out to the world. Because honestly, right now, man, the world is a dangerous place, and it's a crazy place. And my whole vision is to change that. And by doing that, I think I got to get these people on board, put them in my projects, show the positivity in my projects. Their fan base is going to see it, and then they might have a change of heart about it. So I think it's all about, at the end of the day, doing God's work and helping out the world. So that's what I'm doing.